the opponent's offensive line busy and let those guys run to the ball.
You know, one thing I noticed when I was doing a little preparation, and, you know, my son, I guess 4 years ago was his final year, so I hadn't kept up with it as closely as I did. But it kind of surprised me. We didn't have as many people playing both sides of the ball as what I had been accustomed to. So the depth obviously might be a little bit better maybe than what it has been.
It makes a big difference. We got a few guys that are having to go both sides. You know, Casey Cobb is one.
Right.
He's such a great defensive end and really probably our best tackle at that left tackle spot. You always put what you consider your best there to protect the backside of the quarterback. And I think that, you know, that's a big plus for us.
Well, you know, looking forward, and you know, I look at the September matchup. OCS 128 victories, 58 losses in September. I think most people would pretty much go with that kind of record if they had the opportunity. Coach Fitzhugh himself, 74-23 in September. The Eagles ranked second in the state and behind Calvary, and that's a rivalry that has certainly developed magnificently, if you will, over the last couple of years, and probably makes both schools tremendously better.
And that's a great stat because I know the game plan that our coaches put in is a season-long plan so that we're playing our best ball when we hit the playoffs. You know, so to do that, you got to give up some things in September, and they do that, and things start coming around as we get into October, and then by November, we hope to be hitting on all cylinders. So to have that good of September, I think, is really a good sign.
You know, in talking with the coaching staff, is there anything so far that has surprised them? Maybe they were pleasantly surprised about some of the development that they didn't see coming until later on, or about where they thought it would be?
Well, yeah, I think it would be the quarterback position. But Landon Graves ruined that when he came in as a freshman against Oak Grove.
I remember that.
And led the team to victory. So that was you know, that was out of the bag.
Yeah, there's no secrets after that one, right?
Right. So he has not been a surprise. He's playing very well, and we expect that of him. He's such a well-poised kid and does a good job.
Coach, talk to me about Tristan Wiley, the wide receiver. He's played defensive back as well. He's put up some eye-popping numbers.
Well, he passes the eye test, and I really don't know how fast he is. He's one of those guys you say he's fast enough. You know, so nobody's going to catch him. And he's got size, he's got strength, and that speed. He's got good hands, and he just gets better and better each week at being able to use his body out there and make plays.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing him play, and you know, look at that offensive line and these kids playing against tonight, going against the Sicily Island team that has struggled. I think there were 30 players listed on their roster, perhaps maybe 24, 25 out tonight. One senior on that squad for Sicily Island. So they certainly have their work cut out for them coming into Eagle Stadium. And it's, again, hats off to them for fielding the team and coming out to play. And you hope they're able to get some things out of the game as well.
They may be one of the smallest schools in the state to be playing football because they're really a Class C size school. But if you play football, then that automatically moves you up in the Class A. And I think the last time I looked, their enrollment, total enrollment was 98.
Well, they're actually their first-year head coach has been their basketball coach for a number of years, Coach Shavers, who I know pretty well. Good guy, but certainly his work cut out for him as well. As we have about 5 minutes before kickoff here at Eagle Stadium, you're listening to Ouachita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. Of Ouachita Christian, we're going to go right out to Stam Humphreys for the coin toss between Sicily Island and OCS.
Congratulations on being champions tonight. Look, guys, if y'all do us a favor, you see one of your guys going to do something stupid, get a penalty, pull him back, pop him for us, and you want to put a penalty. Okay? If there is penalties, don't worry about it. We're going to go to the coaches. They're going to tell us what to do and what not to do. All y'all have to do is play tonight, okay? Since you're the visitor, so you're going to call. I got heads and I got tails. What are you going to do? Who wants tails? Here we go. And it's tails. You want to receive, don't you? And you want to kick this way. All right, let's go around this way, guys. Y'all go around that way. All right, guys.
And Sicily Island will receive the kick. OCS will be kicking on your radio dial from right to left. The Eagles out in their green jerseys with gold numbers and gold helmets. Sicily Island in the white jerseys, red helmets, red numbers. And we'll pause for the national anthem. Okay.
Fireheads. Dear Lord, thank you, Lord, everything you do. Just thank you for this great day that you created for us. Let's have a great day playing football. Just thank you for everything you've done. Let us, between every snap and every play, we glorify you in everything we do. In your name we pray. Amen.
John, we started the anthem. Okay, John. Okay, just count me down. Okay, appreciate it. We doing all right so far? Coach Harper, it is a muggy, hot, overcast night. Perfect for football, I would say.
It is. It's a good night. I think it's going to be a little bit of an issue for Sicily Island in this warm, humid night with their lack of depth. But hey, it's a chance to play football, so let's go.
We're teeing it up and going. OCS game captains tonight, number 1, Samuel Harrell, number 6, Spencer Elkins, number 57, Luke Barras, and number 73, Caleb Spurlock. The Eagles coming out to kick the ball off. It's going to be number 1 for the Eagles. Samuel Harrell is going to be teeing it up. Eagles are going to be going from right to your left on your line. Pretty good crowd here on hand. A home opener for Ouachita Christian after having 2 straight games on the road.
Yeah, actually, when you look at the Jamboree and the scrimmage, we've had 4 weeks on the road. And so it's good to be home.
Including the last two last year, right?
Right.
Harrell comes to the ball. Left footer boots it down there. It's going to be caught about the 22-yard line. Number 22 is around the edge. He's got some blockers. He's got some room out there. And he's going to be knocked down about the 33-yard line. Good return on the play for Sicily Island. Number 12 on that play.
Yeah, that hurt us last week. We had a kick returned on us last week. So we've got to do a little bit better job of filling the lanes.
Yeah, he caught the edge there that time. I thought they might have had a clip or a block in the back, but maybe that was just a bad vantage point from me.
Maybe so.
So here comes Sicily Island to the line of scrimmage. It's and they're listed out on offense. You got Xavier Bates, number 1, is going to be the quarterback. That's the junior. Running back, number 21, Jalen Robinson. Zylan Dunbar, the other running back, sophomore and a junior. Sicily Island is going to come out. They're going to be in the gun with one guy in the backfield to his left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look. He's going to throw it out there to number 9. It's going to be incomplete. Sort of a drop pass on there, slow developing play. So Sicily Island tried to get some speed out to start with, Coach Harper.
Yeah, Thomas Cobb did a good job of reading that from his corner position and came up and made a good play.
Second down and 10, 11:45 left in the first quarter. There is no score. OCS coming up. It looks like they're going to have about, they sort of rotate that. It looks like it's going to be about a 4-man line. They're walking those linebackers up. Sicily Island in the gun again. He's going to take the ball. He's going to hand it, and that guy gets absolutely blown up behind the line of scrimmage. That's Gutierrez Cooper by a host of Ouachita Christian defenders. Going to lose 7 on that play. Going to make it 3rd down. And what, Coach, about 17 to go?
Yeah, I think that was Casey Cobb coming off the edge from his defensive end position, and he played extremely well last week. I think he's going to be a handful for their tight end.
Well, they were at the ball probably just about half a second after the running back got the ball. So going to be a big 3rd down play here for Sicily Island. They're going to be back in the gun again. The back split to his right. The guy in motion. They're going to do a little jet sweep. He's coming around the right end. Good play call that there by Sicily Island. He's going to get some yardage there, and he's going to go. He's dragging people down.
I think he's going to
Coach, he's going to have the first down.
Yeah, he's got a first down out of that.
So he's going to get out to about the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 20 on the play on the jet sweep, which I know the Eagles are familiar with that play, right?
We run it a lot. We sure do. We didn't defend it very well that time.
Well, that was a good play by Sicily Island. Bates giving the ball to the jet sweep guy going around the right side. So it's going to be first down for Sicily Island at their own 48-yard line, going left to right with 10:40 left in the first quarter. Opening drive, no score. Ouachita Christian, Sicily Island. So he's going to be back in the gun again. Bates with the ball. The slot to the left. You got a number 6 in motion again. It's snapped back. There's a fumble on the play. Bates mishandled the football, and let's see who has the ball. Initial indications, Ouachita Christian with the recovery.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hand that ball off before he caught it, and just mishandled it.
Not sure who was on top of that ball for the Eagles, but you could see his eyes sort of look the other way, not looking that ball in.
He did. He pulled his head off the ball.
So the Eagles take over on the 45-yard line, 44-yard line of Sicily Island. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And the Eagles are set. It's going to be Graves in the gun. He's going to go straight back to pass. A little pressure. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw it way down the field. Tremendous catch. He's going to be in the end zone for a touchdown. Stepped up, 44-yard touchdown pass. Landon Graves to Tristan Wiley. Coach, he stepped up. He felt the pressure. Steps up, lost a nice ball down the floor. No deep safety help that time. Tremendous catch, and the Eagles jump to the lead with exactly 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. 6-0, Ouachita Christian.
You could see the strength in Landon Graves' arms on that play, because he stepped up and threw that ball about 47 yards on a line, and And then, of course, Tristan Wiley doing what he does well, just out-rebounded the guy and made a great play.
Spencer Elkins splits the uprights for the extra point. So your score with 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 7, Sicily Island nothing. Our first quarter sponsor, Darren Dugan Agency. The first quarter of OCS football is always sponsored by American National Darren Dugan Agency. For all your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs, call Darren Dugan at 318-807-2100. That's 318-807-2100. That was OCS football. Also, we'll get another sponsor here, Coach. Presented by, in part by Forsyth Avenue Church of Christ. Sunday worship begins at 10 a.m., followed by Bible class at 11:10. Find them on Facebook or at facoc.org. Forsyth Church of Christ, proud longtime sponsor of Ouachita Christian Eagles.
Terry, one play, one score. You can't start better than that.
You know, if you're the offensive coordinator, you're going to be asking for a raise at this point. You know, that's pretty good. But it's keeping with the explosive ability of the Eagles that they've shown all year. So, number one, Harold back out to kick again. Sicily Island going to return. They're way back there, so they're obviously respecting the left footer's leg. I'm left-handed, so I kind of like the left-handed, the left-footed kickers here. Harold's going to boot it down the way. It's going to be to the right hash. Land about the 10 and fumbles the football. He's going to get hemmed in, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 23-yard line, it looks like. It's going to be first down Sicily Island on about the 23, 12-yard gain on the return.
A lot better job on coverage that time. I think everybody was where they were supposed to be, and there wasn't any place for the guy to go.
There might have been a little motivational speech to the special teams that time.
I think Coach Bentley probably got their attention.
Indeed he would. So here we go again. First down for Sicily Island. You have the quarterback Bates and 21, who is Robinson. That is your running back. Those two have been the primary guys so far for Sicily Island. OCS with a stacked front this time. They're going to back a linebacker off a little bit. Bates in the gun. Oh, he's snapped over his head, but he makes a remarkable play, catches the football, and loses back down to about the 9-yard line, it looks like, from my vantage point. So the last two plays Sicily Island had, they've had some significant issues with the center quarterback exchange, losing 13 on that play.
Yeah, I think that front's giving them a hard time. We run a base 3-3, but we move it around and stem a little bit, which causes some confusion up there.
Well, when you start walking those linebackers up, the responsibilities change, don't they?
It certainly does.
So it's going to be second down and 23 for Sicily Island on their own, looks like about 8-yard line. He's still in the gun. It's going to be a jet sweep again around the left side, and he is not going anywhere. He might get back to the line of scrimmage. Gains 2 yards. Yeah, he's going to get 2 yards, so it's going to be third down.
That time Garrett Simmons came up from his strong safety position and made a good play off the edge.
Well, I think I need eye surgery. He lost 2 yards on that. Maybe I'm getting old, Coach. So it's going to be third down and quite away for Sicily Island, going backwards here early to start the game.
I think they're looking at 25.
Yeah. OCS with the 7-0 lead, 8:44 to go in the first quarter. At this point, you probably just pin your ears back and go get them.
Might as well.
Third and long, but last time they converted on third and long. We'll see what they do here. Bates still in the gun. He's going to have a running back to his right and 2 receivers out to his left, one in the slot. He's going to throw the football out. He's going to throw it out to the flat on the left side, and that guy's going to be completed. He's going to be chopped down about the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, nowhere close to the first down. It's going to bring down fourth down for the Tigers of Sicily Island, and still a long way to go. It's going to bring on the punt team. 4th and 20. Eagles will be back to return the punt.
Terry, you were right. Coach Fitzhugh sent both inside backers that time and almost got there. I think they hurried the quarterback a little bit, but they still completed the pass.
It's going to be Tate Hamby. It looks like it's going to be deep for the Eagles. And Sicily Island is going to kick this ball about from their 4-yard line. It looks like where the punter is going to be standing. You're wondering about the center exchange. Gets it off, gets a punt up. It's going to drop. OCS is going to let it go. It's going to drop at about, let's see where the official marks it. It's going to be about the 42-yard line of Sicily Island. The Eagles will take over, leading 7-0 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. So, Coach, You've run one play. You got a touchdown. Do you dial it up again here?
I don't know. You might want to run the ball this time. Work the running game for a play.
Work the running game a little bit. Well, the Eagles are lining up.
Yeah, I would look for Chad Strickland to get in some action right now.
Okay, they're going to be in the gun. Strickland's going to be left offset to the quarterback. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. Sicily Island timeout. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. Monroe, Louisiana, Ouachita Christian Football Stadium, Stephen Fitzhugh Field. The Eagles lead 7-0, 7:30 to go in the first quarter. A little lightning popping out there. I'm going to go down to Stan Humphreys and give us not only a football report, Stan, but we're going to see how versatile you are. Give us a weather report down there.
Well, you know, weather, they're about 30% right, so I could be really good at the weather, man. But, you know, offensively came out the first play. We talked about it before the game. Y'all talked about the O-line and great protection and, you know, Landon Graves stepping up in the pocket and putting it out there for Tristan. And Tristan going up and getting it. But here we are on our second possession.
All right, so Graves is going to go back out of the gun. He's going to go again. He's going to throw a little crossing pattern. It's going to be complete. And he is going to be knocked out of bounds down about the, 14-yard line. That is number...
That's Barham White from the tight end position.
Barham White on the little crossing pattern, a gain of 28 yards. And that's going to be a first down. And we're going to have community pharmacy first down. Soon to have two locations in Monroe and Sterling to serve you. Call them at 398-2100 for all your pharmacy needs, which is going to put us in the red zone. Randall's Fine Meat sponsor. Eagles have entered the Randall's Fine Meat red zone. All right, so Graves in the gun again. Actually, he's in the pistol this time with Strickland behind. Strickland's going to get the ball. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to go off to the side. Going to get about 3 to 4 yards, it looks like. He's going to get 2 yards. Again, I got to check my eyesight, Coach Harper. Maybe
I think that's about 2.
First time we've seen the pistol formation tonight. It looked like it was going to open, and then the hole closed pretty quickly by Sicily Island. It's going to be second down and about 8 yards to go.
Well, I was a play late on getting Strickland involved, but I'm glad he's in the offense.
Well, OCS in the red zone again. It's going to be second down. Graves is going to go back to the gun this time. Strickland is offset to his left. He's going to call for the ball. He's going to go back. He's going to throw a quick crossing pattern. It's going to be picked. No, it's going to be completed down at about the 6-yard line.
That's Barham, the tight end again.
Yep, it's going to be a 6-yard completion. And that's the second time they ran it to the opposite side of the field, that time on the little crossing pattern.
Yeah, that time he ran a little out route. He was lined up on the right side and just ran a little out route. I think they call that the divide.
Eagles going quick on third down. He's going to take the football. He's going to give it to Strickland. He's going to go. He's going to score. Touchdown off the left side. Pretty much untouched. A 7-yard scamper into the end zone by Chad Strickland. Puts the Eagles up 13-0 with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Coach, that's about as textbook as you could get on that play.
The left side of the offensive line just caved their defensive front down. And a lot of room for Chad on that play.
And here comes the extra point. It's going to be number 6 with the extra point for the Eagles, which is Spencer Elkins. He's going to boot it straight through the uprights to score. Your updated score with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 14, Sicily Island nothing. That touchdown was brought to you by Trinity Diamonds Direct. There's a Trinity Diamonds Direct touchdown for the Eagles for all your diamond needs. Visit the store located on Blanchard Street in West Monroe. I was actually there the other day. So I am using our sponsors. But, Coach, so far we'd have to say they've been incredibly efficient. I mean, that was the word that I would use, opportunistic and efficient thus far into the game.
Oh, definitely been impressed with Landon Graves, the touch that he puts on the ball, the accuracy. He just gets better and better every week.
What impressed me on the touchdown pass he had was he could have thrown it a lot harder, a lot more direct, but you had a cushion there So he kind of calculates that in and drops it over the top, making it a much easier play.
He does. He plays for his receivers. He gives them balls they can handle, and you can see the results.
Samuel Harrell getting ready to boot it. It looks like a pretty good, I'm looking at the lights up there, looks like a pretty good little rain shower coming down as everybody in the crowd starts grabbing their umbrellas. Harrell's going to boot it. It's going to be caught at about the 15. It's a fumble again. He's going to pick it up about the 20 and just get absolutely destroyed. That's going to be by number 33 on the Eagles, Noah Lovelady, down, the 6'1", junior, I believe. Sicily Island fortunate that they did not lose the ball at that time.
No, and now they've got to try to manage their offense in the rain.
Well, I'm concerned about a little lightning going on here because it's getting darker over there. You're hoping we're not going to have any delays. So it's going to be first down for Sicily Island. 10 yards to go. They haven't had good field position except for the first possession of the game. They're going to be right at their own 20-yard line. They're in the gun with number 1, Bates. He's going to go back. He's going to look. He's going to scramble to his right. Pursuit with the OCS, and they're going to run him out of bounds for a loss of about 2 yards. That's going to be number 33 running him out of bounds. That is going to be Noah Lovelady with the last 2 plays on that. So it's going to be second down and about 13 for Sicily Island.
Yeah, they ran a little stunt off the left side with the defensive end and the corner coming up, and I think that's what flushed the quarterback out of the pocket.
Yeah, it looked like that play was sort of slow developing. He looked like he wanted to do something else, and the pressure came, and he just tried to bounce it outside, but Lovelady with a nice job pursuing. They're still in the gun. Bates is going to go back. He's going to scramble. He's looking to his right. He flips the ball out there to number 9. Good little play. They're going to get about
10-yard gain out of it.
Yeah, it was about 10-yard gain. So it's going to be about 9 yards. It's going to be about 3rd and 4 on that play. Just a little flip pass out there in the flat. Nice play by Sicily Island to get some positive yardage that time. The Eagles chase them down. It's going to be about 3rd and 3. And there's a timeout on the field.
Yeah, this is the water timeout.
This is the hydration.
The 6-minute water timeout.
So we will take ours as well. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. Louisiana, Terry Walter along with Coach Micah Harper bringing you the Eagles against Sicily Island. Game reset with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Eagles have struck twice with a 14-0 lead. Right now, a big opponent is the rain, as it's starting to come down pretty good out here. Sicily Island with a 3rd and about 4. They're going to be in the gun again, and they're going to hand it up right off the right side. He's going to get a hole, and there he goes. He's going to get the first down. Looks like about a 12-yard gain or so.
I think that's their second first down of the game. They're starting to show a little bit of life.
Yeah, he broke a tackle in the backfield. OCS, good pursuit, chased him down. So it's going to be a first down for Sicily Island on about the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line, moving left to right on your radio dial. Sicily Island is going to be in the gun again. Is going to be Bates calling for the football. He's going to hand it right up the middle of number 21, who looks like he was stopped initially. He's going to get some running room around the left side. Going to end up, looks like he's going to lose about 2 yards, lose about 1 yard or so. Looked like it had something, Coach, and all of a sudden the Eagle pursuit caught him.
Yeah, that was just a good call by the defensive coordinator because we sent pressure off of the right side and guessed right, sent it right into the play.
Nice job by the Sicily Island running back, bouncing it out, but just the pursuit was just too much for him to go. They strung him out and were able to knock him down. So it's going to be second down for Sicily Island after the loss of 1 or 2. It's going to be on their own 37-yard line. Bates is going to be in the gun again. Rain continuing to fall here in Monroe, Louisiana at Ouachita Christian. They're going to fake the handoff. The quarterback's going to go off the left side. And he is going to be blown up and knocked out of bounds with a pretty big loss there. Great pursuit. The corner coming back to make that play.
Yeah, that was Thomas Cobb coming off the edge again. He's done a great job of seeing that play and reacting to it.
Yeah, loss of 4 yards on that play. The quarterback's the first time he's kept it. He pulled it and tried to run outside. Great pursuit by the Eagles that time. And so you're going to have a situation where it's going to be about 3rd and 15 for Sicily Island, who finds themselves once again in a 3rd and long situation, Coach.
With the rain falling, and it continues to stay dry at the press box.
Boy, how wet does that ball get at this point?
Yeah, it's tough, and you're not going to get any mud on the field, but still the ball is exposed to the rain.
That is a beautiful point. The turf here at Stephen Fitzhugh Field is ready to withstand the hurricane. And the quarterback's going to scramble, and that pocket is going to collapse. He's going to be sacked back to the 25-yard line by 3 Eagles on that play. He's going to lose 8 yards, going to bring up a 4th and long. It's going to be punting time for Sicily Island.
Yeah, that was Casey Cobb leading the charge off of his defensive end position and putting the pressure, flushing him out of the pocket. And right now, Casey is looking very active down there. He seems to be in more places than one at the same time.
He is the quarterback. Bates, you kind of feel for him. He's been running for his life the last 2 possessions. And just, the offensive line for Sicily Island just unable to withstand the defensive front of the Eagles, especially when they're stunting the linebackers.
Right, and Coach Fitzhugh is he sends somebody different, it seems like, every play, just putting a lot of pressure and confusion to him.
Tigers in punt formation. He's going to kick it from about the 15. Good kick, considering there's nobody back for OCS. It takes a great Sicily Island Tiger bounce, and Sicily Island's going to down it at about the 29-yard line of OCS, where the Eagles will take over, leading 14-0 with 2:32 left in a very rainy first half for the Eagles, Coach.
Yes, at least we don't see any lightning, and if that occurs, they will have to delay the game. But right now, it's just rain.
The highlight for Sicily Island, that was a 51-yard punt, and there was some lightning off to the right, which is going to get everybody's attention.
Well, they have a lightning meter down there, and I think if it gets within 8 miles, they will call the game. And you're looking at a 30-minute delay if that happens.
Yeah, there was some lightning pop. Maybe it wasn't that far away. So here come the Eagles, first down on their own 29-yard line. They're going to be in the gun, offset to the left. He's going to hand the ball to Strickland off the right side. He's got running room around the edge. He's got a first down. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. It's going to be first down, Ouachita Christian. That is going to be a... I'm trying to think what the first down sponsor is, Coach Harper. You guys got to forgive me on that one. So the community pharmacy first down for the Eagles.
Well, that was Chad Strickland again.
10-yard gain that time for the Eagles. They're in, let's see, they're going to be in the pistol this time, the second time we've seen that. Directly behind. Graves gets some signals from the sideline. He's going to take the snap, fakes the handoff. Nice pass there out on the left side. It's going to be number 4, who's going to be knocked down at about the 49-yard line. That's Brock Hogan on the reception.
Yeah, that's Brock Hogan coming in and just showing the depth that OCS has at the receiver position, making a good play.
Well, that's going to be a community pharmacy first down for the Eagles, and they're still playing fast. Is it just me, or are you seeing lightning pop in the distance over there?
I've seen a flash or two back in the distance.
We're going to go to Stan here at the end of this play and see if he can give us a little update. As that rain is really coming down, Eagles back in the pistol. Graves is going to fake the handoff. He's going to stand and throw it. It's going to be completed out there across the way. That is Wiley, who's breaking some tackles. He's still breaking tackles on his feet. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. Nice job by Wiley. It's a 51-yard touchdown reception to Wiley, who did a tremendous job breaking a couple tackles, got free, scampered in the end zone. Eagles are going to go up 20-0 with 1:20 left in a rain-drenched first quarter here in Monroe, Louisiana.
Yeah, once Tristan Wiley gets out in the open, they're not going to catch him, and that's what happened that time. And I don't think Landon Graves has missed on the pass yet.
I don't think so. Number 6, Spencer Elkins on to kick the extra point. That was a Trinity Diamonds direct touchdown. Trinity Diamonds touchdown for the Eagles. For all your diamond needs, visit our store located on Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Elkins splits the uprights for the third time. The Eagles go up on top 21-0 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. And again, rain showing no sign of letting up, and the officials kind of are conferring a little bit. That's never a good thing, Coach Harper, right?
No.
I mean, as a coach, when those guys start talking, it's never a good thing. So we will see what's going on there. We can't even get into the Randall's Fine Meat red zone because we're going deep all the time. Certainly, Graves to Wiley, that combination has been lethal thus far tonight. Cicely Island going back for the fourth time to receive a kickoff from the Eagles.
Well, not only has he completed every pass, but they have been right on the money. He's making it easy for his receivers.
Left-footed Samuel Harrell getting ready to boot it for the Eagles for the fourth time. Rain and the lights away over there, just draining down here on the Eagles and the fans. The fans are taking the worst part of this, I think. But we're drying the press box. And Harrell approaches the ball. He's going to boot it. Pretty much the same place. Again, it's going to go out of bounds this time, which is going to be the penalty flag goes up. So really the first mistake of the game kind of for the Eagles comes with 1:20 left with a 21-0 lead where they kick the ball out of bounds. So Cicely Island will have a first down and 10 yards to go when they clear it and get ready for play here. The first down, the first quarter sponsor, Darren Dugan Agency. First quarter of OCS football is always sponsored by American National. Darren Dugan Agency for all your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs. Call Darren Dugan, 318-807-2100. That's 318-807-2100. Forsyth Avenue Church of Christ OCS football is presented in part by them. Sunday worship begins about 10 a.m., followed by Bible class at 11. Follow them on Facebook at facoc.org. Forsyth Avenue Church of Christ, a longtime supporter of the Wichita Christian Eagles. Cicely Island in the gun. Basically going to go back. He's going to throw a pass in the flat, and it's going to be completed. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Looks like about a gain of 5 yards on the play. 7 yards on the. I've got to get my eyes checked. You know, one of us is blind, right? Okay, I'm thinking it's me.
Well, Cicely Island, when they've been able to give their quarterback some time, he's made some nice passes.
When you can see the game plan for Cicely Island, they're trying to get their athletes in space. And if he could break a tackle or so, they just haven't been able to do it. So second and short for the Tigers. One of the few times tonight we've seen that. He's still going to be in the gun, back offset to the left. Both sides, he's going to roll right. He's going to come back left. A lot of pressure, being chased. He's going to throw it down the field. Number 6, wide open. He's going to go. It's going to score. Touchdown, Cicely Island. Number 6 makes a great grab there. Spencer Elkins with a 48-yard touchdown pass, getting behind the Eagle defense. So with 1 minute to go in the first quarter, it's going to be 21-6. Point after touchdown coming. 58-yard touchdown pass. My correction there. Coach, what'd you see on that?
Well, that was a great pass and a great catch. And the quarterback was under a lot of duress. They sent the inside backer, Lovelady. He came through untouched and was right in the face of the quarterback, and he still managed to put the ball there on the money.
You know, it was a good pass. It was an even better catch on his fingertips, and he ran it down and races into the end zone with 58 yards. So Cicely Island going for 2 here. They're going to be in the gun, back to the left. He's going to be headed to the up back, and he is going to kick it outside. He's going to fumble the football out of bounds. Point after touchdown is going to be no good. Eagles with a good job penetrating that time. 1 minute to go. Your updated score. Ouachita Christian 21. The Tigers of Cicely Island 6. Stan, let's go to you. Tell me what you saw on that play as a quarterback.
Their quarterback scrambled out, got outside the pocket over there, and our defensive back came up thinking he was going to stop him from running with the football, but he hadn't crossed the line of scrimmage yet, left his coverage, and the receiver just, one of those scramble drills, he goes long, and he laid it up, made a great catch to score a touchdown there.
What's the conditions on the field? Are they getting worse down there in terms of rain? I know the field's turf, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's raining hard right now, but I'd like to check the batteries in that light detector.
Well, Coach Harper and I are looking off out there on the backside, and it looks like we're seeing some lightning, but hey, I'm not going to say anything. Hey, I'm dry, just so you'll know.
Yeah.
Coach Harper and I are not wet at all. There's some more lightning popping. The Sicily Island gets ready to kick off. It's going to be for Sicily Island. The kicker, trying to find out what his name is. I don't have that in front of me, guys. It's going to be number 1 for Sicily Island. Number 2 for Sicily Island. Austin Pope is going to put his toe into the football. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Sicily Island kicking from left to right into a monsoon on the OCS end of the field.
Yeah, Sicily Island is trying to flip the field here.
And here's the kick. Good kick. It's going to be fielded by OCS at about the 20-yard line. He's got a lane. That's Tristan Wiley with the football, meandering through the defense. And he's going to get out to about the 43-yard line. It looks like good return that time by Wiley. Looks like about a 25-yard return. So with 49 seconds to go, it's going to be 1st and 10. Ouachita Christian at about their 40, let's see where they spot it, guys, at about the 42-yard line. And so the Eagles have been perfect so far, Coach Harper.
They have, and they're going to get a chance to work the offense in the rain a little bit, which is I think it's a good thing to just get that practice in. You never know down the line when it's going to come up in a situation that's a little more competitive.
Eagles in the gun, receiver to the left. They're going to give it to the up back. That's going to be Strickland, who is driving. I'm impressed with him. He keeps driving his legs there. Kind of turns a no gain into about a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Eagles on about the 48-yard line. Eagles going quick with 32 seconds to go. As Coach, I'm seeing lightning pop
that was a nice flag
out there. I'm sure the official is going to have something to do with that maybe at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, Chad Strickland's got one gear, and that's wide open.
Yeah, it impressed me how hard he hit the hole. This is the first time I've seen him play. But he hits it at full speed.
He does.
Eagles in the gun again. And he's going to go back. He's going to throw it deep. He's airing it out again. It's a one-on-one coverage. Nice breakup that time. Going to Wiley on the fly route. And they're able, Sicily Island, nice to play on the defensive back that time, able to knock it away from Wiley. So the entire first quarter, he hadn't missed a pass yet.
No.
But a nice breakup. But that was 6 if he hadn't broken the pass.
Right. It was just a little underthrown and brought him back to the middle of the field just a little bit. If he could have kept him to the outside, I think it would have been okay.
So that is the end of the first quarter here in Monroe, Louisiana. Ouachita Christian High School at Stephen Fitzhugh Field. Your score after one complete is 21 for the Eagles of OCS, 6 for the Tigers of Sicily Island. You are listening to Ouachita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. Down to about it looks like the 44-yard line of Sicily Island. An 8-yard gain is going to make the Eagles 1st down and 10. And that is a community pharmacy 1st down. Coach, I'm a little bit slow on that read. I know David Gordy, who's listed, has these memorized. So the Eagles, Graves is going to be back. He's going to have a empty backfield. Nope. He's going to have a guy to his right. Split out to his right. Going to call for the ball. He's going straight back to pass. Going to step up. Makes a play. Looks like he and Wiley maybe miscommunicated that time. He thought he was coming back inside. Wiley.
Yeah. You know, one of the many things that impresses me about Landon Graves is he was pushed out of the pocket a little bit, but you can see how he continues to keep his vision downfield and just feels the pressure. but he keeps his eyes on where he's trying to go with the football, and still got off a pretty good throw.
He did. A lot of guys would take it and run in that situation.
Right. Yeah, they're too distracted by the pressure, but he keeps his focus where it needs to be.
Second down for the Eagles. They're still in the gun. As Strickland set off to the right. Graves is going to call for the ball. He's looking. He's got a guy wide open down the middle of the field. That is number 7. That is Thomas Culp, and that's one they wish they had back. Absolutely wide open down the middle of the field. Just one of those things.
Right.
Incomplete pass.
Right. A little bit of difficulty on pulling that in, but that's a ball that needs to be caught.
Well, you're probably going to come back to that play because he was wide open. It was a busted coverage that time by Sicily Island as nobody ran with him. So the Eagles face one of their few third downs of the game. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 here with 11:13 left, a 21-6 lead for the Eagles in the second quarter.
Well, they're in a 1-3 coverage, which really leaves them vulnerable to seam routes like that.
Graves going to take the football, a deep drop this time. He's looking. He's going to air it out again. He's open this time, and that is Wiley. Touchdown. That's a 44-yard touchdown pass. Graves to Wiley. Wide open again. Just what you were talking about on that seam. Right. Nobody close.
They're trying to man everybody underneath, and they got one free safety. And when you send several guys deep like that on seam routes, it's really makes it easy for the quarterback. All he has to do is read that safety or look him off one way or the other, and whichever direction he goes, you throw the other way like he did that time.
That was a Trinity Diamonds direct touchdown. Trinity Diamonds touchdown for the Eagles. For all your diamond needs, visit our store at Blanchard Street in West Monroe. There's a miscommunication on the play on the extra point, and it was fumbled on the snap, and Harrell is going to be mauled at about the 20-yard line. So, no, good sportsmanship on the part of Sicily Island. Like 7 of them helped him up that time.
That was a rain snap.
Absolutely. No question about it. And the difficulty of playing in the rain, it has to be a tough deal. So, the Eagles, with 11 minutes perfect to go in the second quarter, take a 27-6 lead. Coach, at what point do you start really looking maybe to put some of your younger guys into the game? I know it's so early yet,
right.
but you got the conditions. Does that enter into your mind? And at what point does it?
It does, but you've got the concern of trying to play your team into shape too.
Right.
And you can run all the sprints you want in practice, but getting in game condition, you need game time to do it. And so you got to let them go long enough to work on that, because I know next week Cedar Creek, that's a big game for us, and we got to be ready to go.
Spencer Elk is ready to kick off again. The left footer's approaching the football. Eagles kicking off left to right on your radio dial. And he's going to approach the football. He's going to knock it down at about the 20-yard line. Sicily Island's going to pick it up. It kind of died that time. Gets a little gap there, and the Eagles are going to gang tackle him at about the 25-yard line. So Sicily Island's going to have a 1st and 10 at the 25. 7-yard return on that play for the Tigers.
Sure, we brought the right footer in out of the bullpen.
I saw that.
And
we kicked it to the same place, though.
With a little different look, but did a good job of covering that.
The second quarter of OCS football, sponsored by D&H Sporting Goods. D&H Sporting Goods, 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterling and Serving. Stop by D&H for all your OCS Eagle gear. A little delay here on the field. Sicily Island's offense is out there huddled up. The Eagles defense ready to go. Can't tell if the rain has let up just a little bit. Really doesn't look like it. Maybe it has. Tigers going to be back in the gun. The running back is to the left. You got receivers on either side. Quarterback straight back. He's going to dump it over to the running back in the flat, and he is going to be absolutely destroyed with a loss. Looks like he's going to be tackled at about the 16-yard line, depending on where they spot the ball. Eagles weren't fooled on that, Coach Harper.
No, and we're controlling their line with a 5- and 6-man front, which frees up a lot of other people to run the football, and there's just really not very many places that Sicily Island can go out there.
Well, they completed the pass. It was for -8 yards on that. So it's going to be 2nd and 18 for Sicily Island. And they're going to remain in the gun. Maybe the rain slacking up just a little bit. Quarterback's going to take the ball sack. He's going to go to his left. He's scrambling. He's going to run. He's going to tuck it and run. And gets some positive yardage that time. Gets some of it back. And knocked down. That's Bates with the football. Tough kid. About 7 yards on that. So it's going to be about third and probably 11 yards to go for Sicily Island to get to the first down.
Yeah, we sent backers up the middle. We put pressure on them, but we did not contain with our outside guys and let them get a few yards out of it.
You know, if Sicily Island has had some success, Coach Harper has been able to get to the outside just a little bit and kind of use some speed out in space.
And you see that, you know, angles are so important with the defense, and right now our defense is still learning those angles, and we're getting pulled inside a little bit, being vulnerable to that edge.
Bates is going to take the ball on third down. He's going to hand it to the up back, number 21. He's not going anywhere. The line blown up that time. The left side of the Eagles' defensive front, minus 6 yards. It's going to be fourth down and long for Sicily Island. Again, it's going to bring in the punt team.
That was Ryder Bentley, and from his defensive end position that headed that attack.
Yeah, there was nowhere. They just swallowed him up that time. And we see lightning pop again out in the distance. Maybe it's a long way away. I don't know.
It's bright, though.
It's very bright, Coach Harper. But we're not going to say anything.
Yeah, I don't know how far it is, but it is bright.
And so Sicily Island in punt formation in the middle of the rain again. He uncorked a 51-yarder, like the second possession of the game. So Eagles with nobody back again.
Right.
Class move by Coach Fitzhugh. They're going to let him kick it. No rush at all. He's going to kick it again. It's going to bounce about the 47. Takes a Sicily Island roll. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of the Eagles, where they will take over on their own 42, leading 27-6 with 8 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half. A 38-yard punt that time by the Sicily Island Tigers, as I see the umbrellas popping up again in the crowd. Except for the Hardy guys, they refused the umbrellas. Coach, that would have been you. You would have been a Hardy guy. You wouldn't have used the umbrella, would you?
Well, I would now.
It's amazing what we do when we get older, isn't it?
That's right.
All right.
Comfort is important.
Indeed. So here are the Eagles. Graves and company back out, managing that 27-6 lead. Eagles are going to be in the gun with Strickland going to be offset to his left. Wiley also in the slot there to the left. Here's the snap. Graves is going to go back. He's looking to throw. He's going to move to his left. He's airing it out again. It's going to be a touchdown. And into the end zone. Great play by Sicily Island trying to avoid the touchdown. But he gets in there. I can't see the number on that. Who was that, Coach?
That was Thomas Culp.
Thomas Culp with the touchdown. 58 yards by Landon Graves to Thomas Culp. And that is a Trinity Diamond direct touchdown for the Eagles. For all your Diamond Eagles, visit our store located on Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
And Landon had good protection again. You know, guys you don't get to hear about much, but Andy Weatherford, Avery Pilgrim, Casey Cobb, Carter Bossimo, and Luke Burris are the 5 guys up front doing the job.
Boy, they're doing a job on that line. He steps up. Really had that pressure, but maybe once or twice tonight, he's be able to step up through it. And here's your extra point. It's going to be split through the uprights. Samuel Harrell redeemed himself after the mishandle the last time with the snapper. So the Eagles go up 34-6 with 8 minutes to go in the first half in a rainy monsoon here in Monroe, Louisiana. You're listening to Watchdog Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. They're going to give it to the up back, a little bit delayed there. It looks like he wanted to pull it, perhaps not. He's going to get blown up on the play, the running back, and lose about 5 yards on that. Going to make it 2nd and 15. Coach Harper, they simply cannot contain the defensive front of Ouachita Christian.
No,
the pursuit is there before he gets the ball.
No, and I see a few new faces in there. I see Reed Messenger in the nose guard, and we just made a few substitutions on the front, and it hadn't changed a thing.
You know, the funny thing about those guys getting to play, they want to play. And so they're going to get their opportunity. 2nd down and about 15 for Sicily Island. Looks like about on their own 15-yard line. Bates is going to stay in the gun. And he's going to go straight back. He's going to run. He looked for a pass for a second. Nifty couple moves there. Running laterally. He breaks a few tackles. He's going to get a 1st down and more.
Very
nice
good
move.
Very good athlete. We just over-pursued, and he cut back on us, and there wasn't anybody there to stop him.
Yeah. Scamper for 14 yards. Did they, he's short of the 1st down, Coach. I thought he was going to make it. 3rd and about 3 for Sicily Island. You hear that woo with the crowd. That's another lightning strike.
That one did look a little closer than the others.
And the officials have apparently seen the lightning this time. And so now there's the official timeout. They're coming over. Looks like they're going to visit with Coach Fitzhugh and Coach Shavers from Sicily Island. We may be looking, Coach Harper, at a rain delay.
We may be telling jokes and doing whatever we can for the next 30 minutes.
We're gonna recap the career. We're going to go to him. We're going to recap the career of Stan Humphreys. And Stan, did you ever play in a monsoon like this?
Yeah, I did, but I was getting paid a lot of money. But that last one was pretty close, guys, and it's you know, the officials are talking to Coach Fitzhugh now, and so I guess they'll make a decision on it. But, you know, there's quite a few people leaving the game right now, taking their kids with them.
Well, it becomes sort of a dangerous situation. I mean, you see everybody leaving. And, you know, the sad thing, I guess the bad thing, we were going to honor so many of the state championship and state final teams last year from Ouachita Christian, including your own Lady Eagles who won a state championship.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we was going to have a big night tonight here at halftime, but with all the little kids, the chick cheer, and all the state championships. But, that one was pretty bad right there, guys. I'm going to send it back to you. You're up there.
Oh, I love Stan. Yeah, Coach, in your opinion, I think we're pretty much going to see a delay here. Do you believe that?
I see the teams coming back on the field.
Maybe they're going to try to play this.
No, he's sending them back.
The sparse fans over at Sicily Island up high. OCS with a pretty good crowd here, although the crowd is dwindling as we speak. The Sicily Island Tigers are walking back toward their bench. Looks like we're going to have a delay, if I had to guess. The 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. The Eagles up 34-6 over the Sicily Island Tigers. And the Eagles are now, their players are taking helmets off, and they're moving toward the sidelines. So it looks like we're going to be in a delay, Coach.
Well, the lightning flashes looked like they were on the horizon, and now they seem to be more overhead. So it's safety first here. You don't want anybody to get hurt.
And both teams are going to head to the locker rooms with 6:55 to go in the 2nd quarter. The Eagles up 34-6. And we are in a rain delay, and I believe that's 30 minutes from the time the last lightning is
right
in a certain range. Is that correct?
I believe it is.
I was like that at LSU a couple of years ago when they played McNeese. And they were in a lightning delay, literally, and they finally called the game at about 11:30 at night because they kept coming back out, warming up. Lightning would hit again, kept coming back out. So hopefully that's not going to be the case here, but both teams headed toward the locker rooms, as are the officials, and there's a lot of folks getting ready to leave Eagle Stadium on the way to the parking lot.
We may have a small crowd for the second half.
Indeed, we will. You are listening to Ouachita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. rainy Friday night. We are under lightning protocol delay. There to recap the game. There's 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles on top 34-6. Coach, I want to go over a couple of these stats. We have a little bit of time on our hands here. If I told you this stat going into the game, the Eagles put up 34 points with 4 minutes and 22 seconds of possession.
That's very efficient.
That's about efficient. Landon Graves, 7 out of 10 for 241 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And I don't see Sicily Island making any adjustments defensively yet. They've continued to play with just one safety back, and we've burned them a lot on some long passes. And they're going to have to change that thought process, or we're going to continue to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, and those guys have been like way open. I mean,
Yes.
he really hasn't had to drop any into tight coverage. He made a couple really nice throws where he took, talk about that for a second, where he took stuff off the ball
Right.
and able to drop it in and making it a much easier catch for the receivers.
Yeah, and even the crossing routes, a little out route to the tight end, he's not zipping the ball, but he's not floating it either. I think he's just putting a really nice touch on it that's very catchable, and it still gets the ball there quick.
Well, I tell you what, you have a quarterback like that, it makes the game a lot easier to call as an
Yes, it
offensive
does.
coordinator. So look at some statistics. Sicily Island has run 20 plays to Ouachita Christian's 15. Sicily Island with 72 yards. Ouachita Christian with 273 thus far. Time of possession, Sicily Island at 11 minutes, 38 seconds. The Eagles with 4 minutes, 22 seconds. The Sicily Island Tigers have rushed the ball 14 times for 1 yard. And the Eagles 5 times for 32 yards. Sicily Island 5 out of 6 from the air for 71 yards and 1 touchdown. Eagles 7 out of 10 for 241 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Sicily Island has the 1 turnover. The Eagles with 8 first downs, Sicily Island 3. The Eagles, 8 of their first downs, 3 of them have come rushing, 5 of them have become in the air. In Sicily Island, 2 rushing, 1 in the air. Penalty-free game, Coach Harper,
Yes.
thus far.
They've let them play.
So a very clean game. Sicily Island has punted 3 times for 37.7 yards. The Eagles have yet to punt. So first quarter scoring was 21-6. The Eagles at the end of the first quarter, they put up 13 points in the second quarter, and with 6 minutes and 55 seconds lead, 34-6. And our second quarter sponsor is our friends at D&H Sporting Goods. The second quarter is always sponsored by D&H. It has 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterlington. To serve you, stop by D&H Sports for all your OCS Eagle gear. You're listening to OCS Football on 92.3 The Wolf. How long we got, John? Dude, I don't know. Coach, what time did we start the?
Yeah, I don't know. We're less than 10 minutes into the
Yeah,
delay, I think.
so it's 7:58. So I don't see us coming back before 8:20.
Probably about 8:20.
Okay. Well, I'll have the headset on. Just communicate with me and let me know. All right, man. Thanks. Okay. Well, let's don't do anything. Let's don't talk before 8:10. All right. Cool. Do I get paid extra because it's raining? Christian in Monroe. We are under a lightning delay, which hopefully in about 5 minutes the kids are going to be out on the field if we can follow the protocols. The score with 6 minutes 55 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles up 34-6 over the Sicily Island Tigers. So far it has been David and Goliath, Coach Harper, and Goliath is winning this one.
They certainly are, and really there's not a whole lot that Sicily Island can do at this point. If they try to load up to stop the run, they're vulnerable to the pass and vice versa. And I just think it won't be long till we'll be able to get a few people in that have not seen playing time and that some of the younger players have a go at it.
Well, the good news here, a lot of the rain has stopped. It's still kind of falling out there. The officials making their way back onto the field. I see the Eagles coming out of their locker room. Looks like they're going to be in the back of the end zone warming up. Sicily Island on the other side, closer to 165. They're on the left end of the stadium. The Eagles on the right. So with 6:55 go, you said before, we hadn't even hit the water break in the second quarter yet. But we got plenty of water, and I guess that's the beautiful thing about a turf field right now. It drains really well.
It's still in great shape, and it's still raining. It's a lighter rain, but rain is still falling.
Well, let's recap the scoring here for just a second. At the end of the first quarter, it was 21-6, the Eagles. The statistics pretty interesting in the fact that Sicily Island's run 20 plays offensively. The Eagles have run 15. The Sicily Island Tigers, 72 offensive yards, including 14 rushes for 1 yard. So they've had a lot of plays blown up by the Eagle defenders behind the line of scrimmage. So, again, you said it before, it's just the domination on both sides, the offensive and defensive line by the Eagles.
It's a catch-22 for Sicily Island because their success has been running laterally, but then you also risk losing yardage when you run laterally. So it's helped them in a sense, but it's also hurt them. And trying to run straight at that OCS defense is just not going to work at all.
They've been able to bounce a couple outside, but it looks like the success where they've had that is they'll make a guy miss or two, and that's sort of the best thing is just kind of the scramble around and run. But, I tell you what, Bates had a really nice pass for a touchdown in the first quarter when the defensive back for the Eagles came up to try to make the tackle. He lofts it over the top. Really nice catch to put the Tigers into the end zone at the end of the first quarter is 21-6.
Yeah, he caught a wet ball in a pouring rain and made a great catch doing it. And it was a good play by the quarterback, too, who was flushed out of the pocket and threw on the run and put that right on the money. You
can kind of see the idea maybe with Sicily Island coaches. You're trying to get your athletes in space.
Yes.
Whether you're bouncing them outside or throwing those quick outs to them where they can run. So far, the Eagles have really dialed in on that.
Right.
And I think you said it best. When Sicily Island's had success, the Eagles have the play diagnosed. They've just over-pursued it.
Right. Or a missed tackle, which has happened. And that's something that every defense can work on is to become better tacklers. And those kinds of things really are important in tight ball games against a good opponent, to be able to tackle well. So I think if one area we need to improve on right now defensively is that.
Certainly. As bad the weather has been with the rain and everything, only one turnover, and that was Sicily Island fumbling in the first series. The Eagles, no turnovers. They played pretty much error-free with Graves going 7 out of 10, 4 touchdowns, 241 yards through the air. The rushing attempts, the Eagles have rushed 5 times for 32 yards. Just a complete domination. 3 out of 3 Eagle conversions on third down. No penalties, a very clean game on both sides, especially given the circumstances with the weather.
Sure. And when a game gets lopsided like this, the officials are a little more lenient. But some of the things that you can't overlook, encroachment, procedure, things like that, and we just haven't had it. Both teams have actually done well in that area.
Well, the Eagles, we talked before on the game, week 1 they held Southwood to 16 yards of total offense, and you can kind of see the strength of that team, that defensive line, the pursuit of the linebackers. One mistake with the secondary, But otherwise, you'd have to grade that. You know, when they go back and look at the film, the grades are going to be pretty high, I think, so far with the Eagles. But improving tackling, though, as we get on in the season.
Right, I think so, and really with what we saw in the scrimmage and then in the jamboree, but we were a little short-handed in the jamboree. Our defense has really exceeded expectations to this point.
And the Eagles are returning to the field. The crowd significantly more sparse than it was perhaps to start the game. But maybe the weather has passed us here. Maybe we're to the point where the bad weather, according to my weather app, it shouldn't be here, but my weather app is a little suspect, Coach Harper.
Well, it is light, a little bit lighter than it was, and hopefully it won't interfere with the rest of this ball game.
So help me understand this. If the weather comes back in, to get the game officially in the books, we have to get to halftime. Is that accurate, you think? I know the rules may have changed since.
I'm not sure. I do believe they give you some leeway with extenuating circumstances with weather. But I think it's a half. You know, baseball, you got to get to that fifth inning.
Right.
You know, and so you do have to play so much football. And I do believe somewhere, I remember reading that 35-point spread does affect a ball game, and it can be called under adverse conditions if the team has a 35-point lead.
Not sure that's what's going to happen here, but it's certainly a possibility as we're getting ready to go at the campus of Ouachita Christian School in Monroe, Louisiana, Stephen Fitzhugh Field. Game reset, 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Eagles 34, Sicily Island 6, and we are ready to play some football. Sicily Island looks like it's going to be about a 3rd down and 2 from about their 30-yard line, Coach Harper. They're in the gun. And so Bates is going to take the snap. He's going to go off to his right, looking for some room. He's going to look like he was going to get to the first down marker, and a host of Eagles bring him down, knock him out of bounds. Short of the first down, it's going to bring up 4th down and short for Sicily Island.
Yes, I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
So 4th and short. At this point, do you really have is there anything to lose by going for this? Are you going to send out the punt team? Looks like Sicily Island is going to stay out there and go for this one.
Yeah, I think they may rethink that and try to punt. You know, they've done a good job special teams with the punting, and they've managed to flip the field a couple of times, but it looks like they're doing something a little different.
Looks like they're going to go on this one, stay in the shotgun snap. He's going to go off to his right, looking for room. He's going to drive his legs in there. He is not going to make it. He is going to be stacked up at the 30-yard line by the Eagles. That's going to be a turnover and downs, and the Eagles are going to take over at about the 30-yard line of the Sicily Island Tigers. So our second quarter sponsor, D&H Sporting Goods, always sponsors the second quarter of OCS football. D&H Sporting Goods, 2 locations at Bastrop and Sterlington to serve you. Stop by D&H for all your OCS Eagle gear. You know, I still got a closet full of that.
Yeah, this is the time they usually have the water break, the hydration break, but I think since both teams have been in the locker room for 30 minutes, they'll just keep going with the ball game.
Maybe they can waive that. Graves and company back out on the 30-yard line. First down for the Eagles with a 34-6 lead. He's going to have backs either side of him in the gun. He's going to take the snap, go straight back, look at the play. A lot of pressure by Sicily Island. Graves escapes it, throws a nice pass down there. It looks like I thought he had the touchdown. Nice pass by Graves. Broken up in the left corner, deep in the end zone. Looked like he was going to catch it to Hamby. Could not hang on to the football. Nice play, just unable to connect on that, Coach.
Yeah, you can see that Sicily Island did adjust during that weather break. And that time they were playing more of a 4-deep coverage, kind of an umbrella coverage, and in fact their guys up some. And the coverage was pretty good on that. And I think they're loosening things up just a little bit. In fact, they've gone to a 2-deep coverage now.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles. Graves behind, takes the steps, going to give it to the up back. Big hole through there. Strickland is going to get a first down and more. Going to get down, it looks like, till about the 10-yard line. Big gashing hole up the middle. Is going to be about a 17-yard scamper for Strickland and a first down for the Eagles.
And that's problematic for Sicily Island because they had pulled a guy out of their front and moved him back into the secondary to try to stop the pass, and it made them vulnerable to the run.
That is a community pharmacy first down. The community pharmacy has 2 locations in Monroe to Sterlington to serve you. Call them at 398-2100 for all your needs as we enter the Randall's Fine Meat Red Zone. Graves in the shotgun, goes straight back to pass, throws it out to the right side, is complete. He is going to be dragged down at about the 9-yard line. He stays inbounds. Trying to see who that was.
That was Barb White again, or tight end on a crossing route.
He's going to get about 5 yards on that play. Nice play. We are in the Randall's Fine Meat Red Zone. For all your tailgating needs, visit Randall's Fine Meat on the corner of Sterlington Road and Fink's Hideaway. Going to be second down for the Eagles on about the 10-yard line. Graves is going to be in the gun again. He's going to roll to his left. He's looking. He's going to flip it out there. It's going to be Barb White. And he scampers into the end zone. I haven't seen this. There we go. It's a touchdown, and a flag comes in late. 8-yard touchdown for Barb White for Braves. Coach, let's hold on and see what the flag is. Stan, did you see anything down there with the flag?
I don't know. It just came in late, like there could have been maybe a block in the back, maybe, or could have been maybe a little unsportsmanlike conduct.
We'll stay with you down there for the call on the play. The officials conferring down there.
Looks like the touchdown's going to be good, so it must have been something. It's a personal foul against them somewhere behind the ball, so touchdown's good.
Touchdown for the Eagles. It was the Trinity Diamond touchdown. Trinity Diamond's direct. For all your diamond needs, visit our store located on Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Eagles with 3 minutes to go, up 40-6. Point after touchdown pending with number 1, Samuel Harrell, getting ready for the boot. And here's the snap. Here's the kick. A lot of pressure that time by Sicily Island, and he splits the uprights yet again. The Eagles are going to go up 41-6 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. You are listening to Washita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. John, is this about what I'm supposed to be doing? Look, I'm used to Sports Talk Radio. The rain has sort of passed a little bit, still drizzling maybe just a tad. The crowd has thinned out quite a bit after the lightning delay. We had a 30-minute lightning delay. Both teams went to the locker room. Sicily Island getting ready to receive the kick with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Your updated score, the Eagles of Washita Christian 41, the Sicily Island Tigers 6. Eagles will be kicking off from left to right. Sicily Island is going to return, and I'm seeing they have a new return man back this time. This is going to be Javelin Robinson standing at the goal line, waiting on the kick from Spencer Elkins.
Like we've brought the right footer back in.
And he's going to boot it. It's going to be a deep kick. It's going to be fielded and fumbled at about the 8-yard line. He's going to pick it up. He's trying to get to the outside, breaks a couple tackles. And the Eagle coverage is going to get him at about the 18-yard line. Looks a little short of the 20, so it's going to be a first down and 10 for Sicily Island, an 11-yard return on that play.
Terry, it's good to see Barb White get involved in the offense, and I think this is the most I've seen OCS use their tight end this year, and that's just adding another dimension, something else for Cedar Creek to think about next week.
He's certainly been a weapon tonight, and I guess with Wiley getting a lot of the attention defensively, Barb White's made some really nice plays.
Yeah, we've spread them out and given them a lot to think about.
So it's going to be first down for Sicily Island on their own 19-yard line. Field position has not been friendly to the Tigers in the game thus far, Coach Harper.
No, it has not. They have come out of the hole a lot.
So Bates is going to stay in the gun. He's going to take the ball. He's going to look to throw. Now he's going to run to his left. He's still looking. Pursuit is coming. He's going to throw it to a wide open number 4 at about the 40-yard line. And he is going to be brought down by number 35 of OCS. That is going to be John Turner at about the, what was he at, 45-yard line. A 26-yard pass completion that time. A lot of patience by the Sicily Island quarterback that time. Bates evaded some pressure up the middle, was able to step out and make a nice throw.
Well, they had time because our front was out of position, and we had some people shuffling around trying to get to their spot, and were caught in the middle of that when the ball was snapped, and it gave the quarterback a little extra time. We had some breakdown in the coverage as well.
Okay, Bates in the gun again. He's going to go straight back. He's looking to pass. He's running around. He's going to go to his right. Now he's cutting it back up. Pursuit is going to get him. Yeah, Coach, how many times have we seen that? And that is number 15, is that right?
That's right.
For OCS. That is a big hit that time by Mason Mineville. And for a -7 on the play. How many times have we seen people break it outside, and then when you cut back into the teeth of that defense, there are a lot of angry guys there sometimes ready to hit you.
Well, Coach Fitzhugh's been blitzing a lot, and he sent 7 people that time, and there really just wasn't any place for him to go. And I think Ben Duvall may have been the first one there.
Nice hit that time. It's going to be about 2nd and 17 for Sicily Island with 35 seconds to go in the first half. Basically going to go back. Ball tipped straight up in the air. It's going to fall incomplete. There were bodies everywhere. The ball found where nobody was at in the middle of the field, Coach Harper.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, I see a lot of things that we're doing on defense. It's really, at this point, since we have the game under control, it's just to kind of send a message to our opponent next week to give them a lot of things to work on, because we're using a lot of different looks and a lot of different blitzes.
And the clock is going to run out, although an incomplete pass, I'm not really sure. So your halftime score, the Ouachita Christian Eagles 41, the Sicily Island Tigers 6. The second half was brought to you by our friends at D&H Sporting Goods. It's always sponsored. It has 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterling to serve you. Stop by D&H Sporting Goods for all of your OCS Eagle gear. You are listening to Ouachita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf. Halftime festivities going on. The Eagles up 41-6 over the Sicily Island Tigers. And I'm going to get Coach Harper to talk about this. Kind of a unique thing going on here at halftime, honoring all the state champions and state runners-up from Washington Christian last year. And, Coach, there's a lot of kids out there.
Well, we had the best year I think we've had in the history of the school athletically, with 5 state championship teams and 2 state runners-up. So we had seven sports that played in a state final game or contest last year during this COVID year, and it was just it was a phenomenal year for us. And they're down there handing out the rings now. Of course, we had to really scramble around and do some fundraising to pay for rings for 5 different sports.
Yeah, you might have to sell part of the turf field down there to pay for all that gold you had coming out of there. But what an experience for those kids to be able to get that. That's something you cherish the rest of your life. And not only the ring, but just the experience of being able to go and play for a state championship.
Yeah, just the opportunity to play, and it's a thrill. And it's something that we hope we can continue to do, and it's kind of become a tradition here at OCS for at least somebody to be playing for a state championship.
Well, you know, I had the good fortune of being able to call the semifinal basketball game for Stan Humphreys down in Hammond at southeastern Louisiana, and then they went back and won the state championship. Remarkable progress he's made with a women's basketball team the last 4 years or so.
Well, yeah. Among coaches, we've always said that you cannot teach instincts to players. They either have it or they don't. Well, I think Stan proved that wrong. I think he taught those girls to be headsy basketball players, and you know, they beat a lot of teams. They beat Devil, they beat West Monroe. You know, some of these big schools that are very athletic and are very good programs. And you know, I think they 34-1 the season before, and then this last season I think they were 33-2, or it's just a phenomenal year, and they played a lot of good people to pull off those kind of numbers.
Well, you know, the tradition he's setting up, and you know, we know how good he was in football as an NFL quarterback, and won the national championship at then Northeast Louisiana. But he's a basketball guy, and I'm a basketball guy saying that guy is a basketball guru.
Well, I've talked to him about that, and he said that basketball is his first love. It's his favorite sport, but they wouldn't pay him any money to play it. So that's why he went football. And
he made the right choice.
Yes, I think he did. But you know, with his skills as a quarterback and his ability to see the field like he did when he was playing the game, it's fun to watch him coach a basketball game, because he's the same way. He sees everything that's going on out there on a basketball court and does a great job managing the game.
He does. Just seeing that team progress the way that it has, and I've got to see him play quite a bit the last couple years, going from a team that I mean, they were competitive, but you could honestly say an elite level program the last 2 years. I don't think there's anybody that would argue with that point.
The improvement over the 4 years with the senior group that graduated last year, some of them just got their rings, it was a phenomenal transformation. You know, he took a team that had a losing record and completely turned them around, and went through the entire regular season their junior year and didn't lose a ball game.
Coach, talk a little bit about what you and Coach Parker with the baseball program has done the last couple years. There's arguably not a better program win-loss or success in the state of Louisiana than the Eagle baseball program.
Yeah, well, I'm proud of Coach Parker and what he's done with the program. He is a great guy. He does a fantastic job coaching, but he's also a really good man. And you know, when you've got that going for you, the kids see that. They see that he cares for them, and so when they go out and play, they're going to play hard.
Well, talk a little bit about the baseball program coming up, because I mean we're in September now, but baseball practice really isn't that far away, and so many of the football kids are going to go out and be on the diamond here in the not too distant future.
Well, the way things are athletically these days is you're doing things year-round, and right now we've got some young men that are baseball-only guys, and they're in an off-season program and doing what the state will allow them to do. and never stop. They never stop working, never stop preparing, and I think we're going to be ready. I think Coach Parker's just going to reload. We lost some good players. We lost some good pitchers off of this team, but we got some good ones coming up, and I think we'll be very competitive again.
Indeed. Coach Humphreys, are you back with us yet? I know you're down there collecting hardware.
Hey, I'm here, guys. I'm here. No more lightning. I'm back now.
All right, real quick before we start the second half, talk to us a little bit about your girls' basketball program and the transformation we've seen with them the last couple of years. I mean, you go from a competitive program to one of the elite programs in the state of Louisiana, and you know, I'm going to brag on you a little bit. I've seen you coach. You and I have talked, and it's amazing how those kids respond to you.
Well, it's a blast. You know, I've played the highest level in football, but I love basketball more than I ever loved football. And I enjoy coaching girls. Girls, a lot of times, listen to you a lot more, and I just love it. You know, 4 years ago when I talked to Coach Harper and Mr. Stokes about coming back out here, and you know, I had like a team of like 9 freshmen out of the 12 girls on the team, and that freshman group that I walked in the doors with were the ones that just walked out of here with a state championship. And you know, I gave them a goal when we first started. I said, it's not so much about winning games sometimes is about, I want to see this gym at OCS packed, no seats available, period, to see what it's like. And we did that on 2 occasions. We sold out the semifinals and the finals championship game 2 years ago within 45 minutes. And that's something to me that these girls will remember forever, more than sometimes wins or losses. But to me, it's about kids just playing hard, rotating 9, 10, 11 kids into a game, playing hard, love what they're doing, and it's not walking the ball up the court. It's get after you press and just have fun doing it.
Well, congratulations, my friend, as we get ready for the second half kickoff. Sicily Island kicking left to right. He's going to sail that into almost the stands of the Eagles.
That cleared all 6 lanes of the track.
Yeah, that looked like a foul ball, Coach, going hard down the line. It's going to be first down for the Eagles, and they're going to be going from left to right. The Eagles coming back out in their green jerseys, white pants, yellow numerals, and golden helmets. Sicily Island has the white jerseys, red numbers, red helmets. As we get ready to go here, it's going to be Graves first and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Eagles.
Make sure I don't put on Emily's.
And it's going to go right up the middle. That's going to be, what number was that? I couldn't see on that. I think that's going to be Strickland going right up the middle that time.
It looks like Strickland. It looks like that Sicily Island has loosened up their coverage just a little bit. And I think if OCS goes down and scores here, we'll start seeing a lot of substitution.
Gain of 4 that time on the play.
And in fact,
they're telling me that was number 11, Zach White,
right,
with the football.
Yeah, and that's good to get him some playing time and experience.
And it's going to go right up the middle again. Another big gash up the field for the Eagles, running off the left side of the line that time. That is number 27. That's Luke Turpin with about a 17-yard scamper, and that is a first down. And our first down was sponsored by Community Pharmacy. Community Pharmacy has 2 locations in Monroe and Sterling to serve you. Call them at 398-2100. Eagles first and 10 after the new quarterback. We got number 11 is going to be Zach White.
Zach's first pass was right on the money. He's just picking up where Landon left off.
And it looks like Sicily Island jumped a little bit on that play. We'll wait on the call from the official. No, it's going to be on the Eagles. They're going to say the Eagles drew them offside. So
is that our first penalty?
That's the first penalty of the game on anybody. So we are 10 minutes and 15 seconds into the third quarter. And, well, wait a minute. Now they're going to go the other way with it. So, Coach, I thought he pointed to the Eagles. Then I guess they stepped it off the other way. So reconsidered it. So maybe Coach Fitzhugh successfully lobbied that. So he's going to take the football. He's going to hand it up the middle, and that's going to be eaten alive by the Sicily Island defense. Number 11, Zach White, handing off to the fullback up the middle, and for about a 2-yard loss on that one.
And we have a new set of receivers in there as well.
That was Hagen Herring that time on the carry. So that's going to bring up second down, it looks like, at about maybe 5.
I believe so.
All right. Eagles being a little bit more methodical here with the younger guys in the game. He's going to stay in the gun. Going to take the ball. He's going to hand it straight up the middle. And he's got a big hole. He's going to gash down to about the 27-yard line. That is a 17-yard scamper for the first down, and that is going to be a community pharmacy first down. Call them at 398-2100 for all your pharmacy needs. That was John Turner, number 35, with a scamper, which takes us into the Randall's Fine Meat Red Zone. For all your tailgating needs, visit Randall's Fine Meats on the corner of Old Sterlington Road and Fink's Hideaway. Going to be first down and 10 for the Eagles.
John Turner is a freshman, another one of the good athletes coming up.
You're going to have White in the gun. Motion's going to go to the left side. Got a single receiver out to the right. White's going to give the ball up, straight up the middle on the dive play. And he's going to get, it looks like about 4 yards, maybe 5 yards. It's going to bring up a second down and about 5 to go for the first down. That was Herring on the carry again, going right up the middle, right through the teeth of that Sicily Island defense. The younger Eagles taking a little bit more time here as they're trying to make sure Coach Fedrine's sending in the signals there.
We've got some new faces on the offensive line as well.
So we got second down about 5. You're going to have White in the gun. He's going to have a running back offset to his right. 2 receivers out to his right, 1 receiver to the left in tight. And here's the snap. They're going to give it up the middle. No, they're not. White's going to keep it after the fake. And he is going to get strung out down the line, never was able to pop free. Nice job by the Sicily Island defense that time. And he's going to lose about 2 to 3 yards on that. It's going to be third and about 8. Third and about 7, I would say, Coach Harper.
Right, and all the starters are out now. So it's probably a good thing. You don't want anybody to get hurt at this point.
Looked like he was going to pull the ball, and then at the last second decided to keep it. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there.
I think they pushed the play a little bit wider. That's designed to go inside the defensive end, and they tried to go outside, and it was outside their block.
So White's going to take the ball. He's going to give it to the up back. I think that's going to be Herring again, who is going to be stopped. That's going to be 14. That's going to be Tucker Stutz with the carry, and it's going to be fourth down. It looks like about 5 or 6 yards to go for the first down, and we're sending out number 1. Samuel Harrell is going to come out for a field goal attempt, and it looks like it's going to be, let's see, 25, 35, about a 42-yard attempt if he's going to kick it, and a little.
I think so.
Yep.
I think we're going to need a holder.
The play clock has not started yet, which is going to benefit the Eagles. Still hanging on 40 there. They're going to spot it. It's going to be at about the 32, so it's about a 42-yard attempt for number 1, Samuel Harrell, the left footer. And the Eagles are set. Here's the snap. Oh, the snap was mishandled, and he's going to throw the ball, and it's going to be a turnover on downs by the Eagles, as the snap was mishandled, and Sicily Island will hold and take over on their end of the field with 5:59 left in the third quarter. The score, Ouachita Christian 41, the Sicily Island Tigers 6 in the third quarter, sponsored by Valerie Van Mathern, attorney at law, specializing in estate planning and successions. Call Valerie 807-9030 to schedule an appointment. You are listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on 92.3 The Wolf.
That was
Time to go in the third quarter. The Eagles 41, the Sicily Island Tigers 6. Coach, you and I were just talking on that field goal attempt that was mishandled, the snap. It looked like the snapper was not down, but he flipped the ball back, but it was an inadvertent whistle, I think, maybe?
I think they called him down, and you can get up off the ground as a holder with the football. That's the only time you can do that.
So Sicily Island is going to make a pass out to the right flat. Nice pass that time, as the quarterback took a shot Number 1, Bates. Linebacker blitzing off the right side, completely wiped him out. To his credit, he stays in there, hangs in there, makes a pass out to the right side. 15-yard completion and a first down for the Sicily Island Tigers. Ball is going to go out to about the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Sicily Island on the move, still on their end of the field.
Our coverage was a little confused at that time. Our corner, he has got to get back if there's no threat in front of him, and he didn't do that, and it just kind of opened up that seam.
Well, blitzing off that left side, they put a lick on the quarterback, who goes back to pass again, and they're going to throw it. It's going to be batted down, incomplete. So it was tipped. Couldn't see who tipped that one that time, but it's going to be 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Sicily Island Tigers, trailing 41-6 with 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Coach Harper, clock is running.
It is. They're going to run the clock the second half, and that's something they can do by mutual agreement by both teams.
Well, Curtis Shavers, who is the basketball coach at Sicily Island, won a couple state championships, is now coaching the football team. This is his first year as the football coach for the Sicily Island Tigers. So, who you have to respect coming out here shorthanded, 24, 25 kids,
sure, and
still competing. So Bates still in the gun. It's going to be 2nd down, 10 yards to go. He's waiting on the snap. He's got a running back to his right. Looks like some movement on the left side. No flag. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's going to keep it. He's going to scramble. He's going to knock out of bounds after about a gain of maybe 2 yards on the play. So it is going to be 3rd down and about 8 yards to go for Sicily Island at about the 46-yard line on their end of the field.
We got a lot of JV players on the field now, but Coach Fitzhugh continues with his game plan and is continuing to send linebackers to put pressure on their quarterback.
Yeah, they brought serious pressure off the edge the last 2 times, and the quarterback, to his credit, has recognized that, running away from that pressure. But he's taken a couple pretty good shots here the last few plays.
He's a good athlete. He's got good feet.
And here's his play again. He's going to roll to the right, looking to throw, and he's going to get it off, and it's going to be complete at about the 41-yard line into Eagle territory. So the Sicily Island putting their best drive of the game together. It's an 11-yard completion from Bates. So that's a Sicily Island first down with 3:19 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that was a good play by Sicily Island, but you gotta love our young players, the way they're hustling around and flying around with the football.
They are absolutely pursuing the ball. And so here we go with the first down play. Bates still in the gun. His running back to the right of him. You're going to have 3 guys on the left side, a single guy on the right. And he's going to look. He's looking down the middle. He's going to air it out, and he gets obliterated. But the pass goes to number 6, who's going to go into the end zone with a touchdown, but there's flags down on the play. Typically, that's going to be a clip, Coach Harper.
I think number 4 is the culprit. I don't have his name.
It went to number 6 for Sicily Island.
I think number 4 is the one that made the illegal block.
Number 4 is going to be DJ Fountain, and that play is probably going to come back. The officials are talking about it. We'll see what the call is on the field. Stan, did you see anything going on that one?
It just looked like a block in the back, guys. Like, the new rule where they're talking about where you kind of the turn back block and the old where they used to decapitate them. But it's a penalty now, and that's what it looked like then.
Appreciate it. That's Stan Humphreys.
It looked like that the play had already gone by the guy, and he peeled back and actually took out 2 people.
That's Stan Humphreys on the Marion State Bank sideline report. So it's going to go back to be first down for Sicily Island on the Eagle 35-yard line. Bates is going to be in the gun again. Sicily Island checking the play, getting it from the sideline. The play clock, we're not using that as well. So the clock continues to run. Nope, actually the clock is stopped right now with 2:41 to play. Now the referee is signaling, the whiteout signaling for the game clock to start again, and we're down to 2:35 left in the 3rd quarter.
OCS is continuing with their 3-3 front, and they're bringing somebody off the edge this time.
Eagles do a good job that time stacking that one up, and they're going to throw him for a big loss. looks like about a loss of 7 or 8 on the play.
I think that was a good adjustment by Coach Fitzhugh because the quarterback has been scrambling outside on us, and he brought pressure from both sides.
And, he's a pretty elusive quarterback, a very athletic kid, able to make you miss. But, at some point, those licks keep starting to wear on you a little bit, and no matter how fast you are, they start to take their toll. So Sicily Island with a second down, looks like about 18 to go. Bates standing on about the 49-yard line, takes a snap, he's back, he's looking, he's going to roll to his right, he's going to get hit, and stacked up ball somehow comes out of there. I don't know if it was a pass or a fumble. I'm assuming it was a pass. I see no indication by the officials right now, but the ball shot out toward the Sicily Island sideline. I think it's going to be an incomplete pass, Coach Harper.
I think if the score was not what it is and the running clock, they would have called an intentional grounding on that play because there was nobody over there.
Well, there was the coach who almost made the reception there. It's going to be 3rd and 18 to go for Sicily Island. And again, we're having a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Score is 41 for the Eagles, 6 for Sicily Island. Here we go with 3rd and 18. You're going to have him standing on about the OCS 48-yard line. And when he receives the snap, you got 2 receivers on both sides, slot to the left. He's going to take it. He's going to go back. He's looking. He's going to air this one out deep down the field, and it's going to be caught. And he is going to fight his way down to about the 3-yard line. It was sort of a jump ball. The OCS defensive back sort of overran that play. Sicily Island receiver came back to it, makes a nice catch, and that's going to be a long pass play. One of the really good ones of the night. That's going to be 40 yards and a first down and goal for Sicily Island on about the 3-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, the coverage was good. He just made an athletic play on us and pulled down the ball.
So Sicily Island with 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter into the red zone at about the 3.5 yard line. They're up. They're going to stay in the gun. And Bates is going to call for the football at about the 7-yard line. He's going to scamper. He's going to try to go up the middle. And he's going to go into the end zone for a Sicily Island touchdown. Able to punch right through the middle of that line, Coach. Dance in there as the 3rd quarter horn expires. Touchdown for Sicily Island is going to be 41-14 going, I'm sorry, the clock just went wrong. It's going to be 41-12 waiting on the extra point attempt for, which will be a dead play, a no time down, and then we'll go into the 4th quarter. So touchdown Sicily Island.
Yeah, they're just, right now we're having a hard time matching up with their athleticism. But I got to hand it to our defense. Their effort is good. It's just that quarterback he's really a good athlete.
Well, they've had 2 really big plays, big pass plays to score their touchdown. And so here we go with the 2-point conversion. And you're going to have Bates in the gun with a running back to his right. He's going to take it. He's going to go straight back. He's going to give it to the running back. And he is going to not make it to the end zone. Great pursuit that time by the Eagle defense.
That was a good job. And that was a direct snap to the running back. The quarterback was in the shotgun behind the center, but they snapped it to the running back that was offset.
And that's going to close down the 3rd quarter. And the 3rd quarter is always sponsored by Valerie Van Mathern, attorney at law specializing in estate planning and successions. Call Valerie at 807-9030. So we'll come back to start the 4th quarter here at Eagle Stadium. We'll go down when we come back. We'll talk to Stan Humphreys with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Let Marion State Bank handle all your banking and loan needs, including mortgages. Convenient to serve our OCS family with locations in Sterlington, Drew, Farmville, and Marion. Marion, the proud bank, proudly supports OCS athletics. Remember to bank local with Marion State Bank. And we're going to keep it right here, Coach Harper, because Sicily Island is getting ready to kick off to start this 4th quarter. They're kicking left to right. And we have, do we have a new return man back for the Eagles?
Yeah, we got a lot of new faces out there.
A lot of new, I studied the old faces, so you're going to have to help me with that. That's going to be number 10, is that correct?
36.
36 back for the Eagles?
Yes.
I need to get LASIK
35.
35. That's going to be John Turner deep for the Eagles as Sicily Island gets ready to tow the football to start this fourth quarter, trailing 41-12. And here's the kick. And it's a pooch kick, kind of high in the air. It's going to be fielded by the Eagles at about the 35-yard line. Can't see who that was. Was that number 80, I believe? He's the crowd on the bench right there. Number 83, it was Andy Melton with the reception of the pooch kick. Nice job. I think he got 2 or 3 yards on the return. Good coverage by Sicily Island. Eagles are going to be first down and 10 yards to go. 11 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. There was a flag on the play. Coach, I didn't see that. Did you?
I don't know, Coach Humphreys.
Looks like it's going to be offsides, the initial call against Sicily Island. And so they're going to move the football. The officials are discussing. And so it's going to be on about the 34-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Going right to left on your radio dial. Going toward 165. You guys, my geography is a little bit limited.
We have a new quarterback in.
Who do we have in, Coach? I can't see the number.
Trying to get the number.
Man goes in motion to the left. There's a little jet sweep. He's going to cut it up the middle. That's number 12. That's Hagan Herring on the carry. And the quarterback is number 18. It's going to be Cooper Russell. Herring's going to get 6 yards on that. Russell's a tall guy. What is he, about 6'2", 6'3", Coach?
He is. I've watched him grow a lot over the last couple of years. He has really shot up.
Yeah, he's a sizable kid there.
And he's a freshman. He was the 8th grade quarterback last year.
All right, so the Eagles with second down and about 5 yards to go, 4 yards to go maybe. So you're going to have number 18, Russell. He's going to give the ball another little jet sweep. He's going to cut it up. And it's going to be a first down. Nice run off the left side by number 14, Tucker Stutz. He's going to get 11 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Got a nice little drive going.
Community Pharmacy first down. Soon to have 2 locations in Monroe and Sterling to serve. You call them at 398-2100 as the clock continues to churn down. It's 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. Eagles with a little drive going here. Ball just over midfield at the 49-yard line of the Sicily Island Tigers. So Russell is going to call for the football. He's still in the gun. He's going to give it up the middle to number 35. He's going to bounce it out to the right side. Some running room there. He turns the corner. Shows a little speed. He's going to bounce it out for a first down. And that was number 35 coming around and going around the right side. John Turner with a 20-yard scamper and an Eagle first down. Another Community Pharmacy first down. 2 locations in Monroe and Sterlington to serve. You call them at 398-2100.
It's good to see these guys getting some playing time. They had a big win early in the week over Bastards JV.
So the Eagles on the move here with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the football game. They're going to hand the ball off. This is number 20, a new quarterback. He's going to go off to the left side. And it looks like Karn Valon is in the game. Number 12 on the carry. That's Herring getting some carries here, Coach.
He certainly is.
They're kind of working him a little bit. Eagles going with their 3rd quarterback of the night. This is going to be Valon.
I saw his big brother in the sideline of the ULL game last night.
So we're staying in the gun. I think that's a school rule here at OCS, right? You got to be in the gun. They're going to give the ball up the middle to number 14, who has a gap that looked like it was going to break open, but it closed down. Still a nice run. That's going to be Tucker Stutz. This gets 5 yards on the carry as the clock churns down to about 8:40 to go in the game. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 yards to go. 3 yards, maybe a long 3, between 3 and 4.
Tucker showed some good vision there. He saw the opening and then didn't hesitate at all. He accelerated hard through.
You know what has impressed me about the OCS backs tonight is they hit the hole at full speed.
They are.
And that's hard to teach,
running
isn't
hard,
it?
Running hard, running downhill.
And again, this young offensive line in here getting some experience, getting some critical game time as we go 3rd down here So he's going to take the football. He's going to give it to the up back, going off the left side. He's got some room. He breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to be upended at about the 15-yard line of,
Number 35, John Turner, on the carry for the Eagles.
let's see, number 35 with a 6-yard gain. Number 35 is going to get the first down. That's John Turner, and that is a community first down. We're back in the Randall's Red Meat Red Zone. Randall's Fine Meat Red
We
Zone.
got a variety of guys touching the ball. A lot of fresh legs out there against a weary Sicily Island defense.
Yeah, I have cracked up the entire press box with well, that's the first time I've mispronounced something tonight. That bad, anyway. So the Eagles almost a fumble there. Quarterback does a nice job hanging the ball. He is going to run through a couple people, dragging them down till about the 4-yard line. Effort play on that, Coach Harper.
That's a good hard run by Cooper Russell.
You know, mishandled the snap, had the presence of mind to hang on to it, and drags half the Sicily Island team for an 11-yard gain. And it's a first down and goal for OCS at about the 3.5-3-yard line. So game reset, 41-12. The Eagles up with 6:55 to go in the football game. And he's going to come up. This is number 18 still at quarterback, Cooper Russell. He's going to be in the gun with a running back offset to his left. Complete open field to the left. You have two receivers split right. Man coverage for Sicily Island. Russell's going to call for the ball. He's going to give it to the up back, and he is not going to go anywhere. Sicily Island with a nice job. Looks like it's going to be no gain on the play. That was Tucker Stutz with the carry.
Yeah,
good penetration on time.
I believe our left guard's supposed to pull and kick out the end on that play, and somehow or another we had a communication breakdown, and there was nobody to block that guy, and he just had a free shot at us.
Well, we're still second down and goal for the Eagles. They're at about the 4-yard line. So Russell's going to call empty backfield for Russell. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. You got a slot receiver there. You got a guy in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to number 14. And that's going to be blown up by Sicily Island. Number 14 thrown for a loss. That's going to be Tucker Stutz. He's going to lose 6 on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Ball spotted about the 10-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. It's a hydration break. So we will take a break here. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Football on 92.3 The Wolf.
Yeah.
High School, Monroe, Louisiana. The weather has subsided a little bit. We got football going on after a 30-minute weather delay, lightning delay. Back with about 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Quick game reset, 5:37 to go in the football game. The Eagles 41-12 over Sicily Island. Eagles facing a 3rd and goal from about the 10-yard line. A lot of the younger Eagles in the game here. Coach Fitzhugh substituting freely in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Is going to be number 18 at the helm. That's going to be Cooper Russell. He's got two receivers out to his right. He's going to have nothing there, and he's going to roll to his right. He's going to flip it out there, and the guy's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. There are penalty flags down. Coach Harper, it looked like Sicily Island was offside. I didn't see the Eagles jump.
They had a lot of guys up on the line around the ball trying to put pressure on us, and Coach Fedrine went with an RPO, a run-pass option, and I think Cooper did a good job of reading it and dumping that ball off.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Stan, what did you see on that play? Give us a little insight on that one.
Well, it was just a great job of getting away from the pressure. I thought he was actually going to run with it there for a minute, and then found one of his teammates out in the flat and threw it to him, and just really did a great job of turning up the sideline. But I wasn't sure if they were going to call it offsides on them or us.
Well, I mean, tell me what you've seen in the second half here is the point after is missed by the Eagles, so the score remains 47-12. With all these young guys getting in the game, Stan, what does that mean with that experience in a district game? I know it's a blowout, but for these young guys, they get the opportunity to play.
Well, the thing that's exciting to me is as you look out there and you see so many guys, 4 and 5 guys every play running in and out, but you see everybody doing what they're supposed to do. So that tells me in practice, it's not just the starters getting all the reps. The coaches are spending time with the younger guys. They're playing a lot of JV games to get these guys the reps, but there's nothing like these young guys playing on Friday night.
Because soon enough, they're going to be playing the major minutes here in the next couple years for the Eagles. Appreciate that, Stan, with a Marion State Bank sideline report. Coach Harper, I'm watching the coaches, and it's a blowout game, but I'm watching the coaches coach just as hard with these young guys than I saw them coach with the older guys.
Oh, yeah, it's just like Stan said, the coaches, they realize what it means to these young guys to get out there on a Friday night. And so you don't let up anything. You just keep coaching as hard as you have the entire ballgame.
Well, that intensity is what I've always been impressed with. And, those young guys become older guys quicker than you can imagine. So the Eagles set to kick off with 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go with a 47-12 lead. It's going to be the left footer again, and he's going to kick it. It almost hits Mr. Mathern on the sideline, who's already put his camera up. So it's going to be a penalty on the Eagles. Cicely Island will have the ball at the 35, first down and 10 yards to go. Going left to right on your radio dial, away from 165.
That section of the track has been a ball magnet tonight.
It has. It's almost like going to a baseball game where they keep hitting foul balls at you, right?
It is. It's pulling them in.
All right, so it's going to be Cicely Island game reset. First down, 35-yard line. Their own 35-yard line. A lot of younger faces in there for the Eagles. And you can see the size difference with the younger guys in there. Cicely Island really doesn't have that luxury, Coach Harper, because they don't have that many guys.
No, and you see the young guys moving all over the field. They got those fresh legs out there, and it helps this time of the ball game to have this kind of depth because Cicely Island has just been playing the same small group of guys the entire ball game.
Well, the Tigers have one senior on the team. And Bates is going to get just absolutely blown up. Could not get away from the rush of the Eagles. That was number 54. Looked like Carson Anderson blows him up for a 10-yard loss. The thing about it, you keep taking those shots all game long,
right? And
your speed diminishes. It has to, right?
It has, and once again, Coach Fitz, you sent 7 people, which with the formation they're running, they're outnumbered. They cannot block all of them.
6 can't block 7, right?
6 cannot block 7.
It's going to be second and about 18 for Cicely Island. As that clock continues winding down, it's going to hit the 4-minute mark before they snap this football. Eagles with a 47-12 lead. So Bates in the gun. He's going to pitch it back, and he somehow gets out of there, but he's going to lose. He might got back to the line of scrimmage, Coach. It was sort of a busted play. Just turned around and pitched it back to him, and maybe I didn't want it that time. Here, you take it for a while.
Cicely's offensive line is just, they're not coming off the ball like they were early in the ball game, and like I said before, with the fresh legs out there, it's becoming a mismatch of fronts.
Well, the Eagles sent in a lot of people, and the penetration of those lines have been really good, except for that one long pass play they gave up, but they've been pretty solid defensively other than that. So it's going to be second down for Cicely Island. Still in the gun. He's got a running back to his left. He's going to go straight back to pass. He rolls left, looking to throw. And there's going to be a fumble on the play. It looks like the Eagles have fell on the football. Yep, can't see who that is with the recovery. Number 47, Coach? 35 picks up the football for the Eagles. That's going to be John Turner. The quarterback Bates rolled to his left, tried to make something happen. The Eagle pursuit got him outside and inside, causing that fumble. And so that is a turnover for the Eagles. They're going to have the ball first and goal on about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, there's too many people to block, and there's no place to go.
It really comes down to being that simple, doesn't it? I just, 4 can't block 5.
It's a numbers game right now.
So here come the Eagle offense back onto the field. We'll see who's going to be at the helm at quarterback. They have substituted liberally, especially in this fourth quarter.
We may have to get a timeout here. I think we got too many guys out there. Here he comes.
And so the Eagles are going to be in the gun here. We're not using the play clock. I guess they're keeping that on the field because that's been frozen at 40 the entire second half. So Eagles going to have the football. They're going to kneel down at about the 11-yard line. Minute 43 to go in the game, Coach Harper. They certainly could punch another score in here if they desired to. Coach Fitzhugh and company going to take a knee, and this one is going to go into the books.
I believe it is.
Well, we have a score of 47-12 with a minute 26 to go. This fourth quarter has went really quickly. The fourth quarter of OCS football is by Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage. Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage is located in Lake D'Arbonne in Farmville. Proud supporter of OCS football. That is Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage in Lake D'Arbonne in Farmville, Louisiana, who is a very proud sponsor of OCS football. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Community Pharmacy for being the first down sponsor. Our sideline reporter, Stan Humphreys, with a Marion State Bank report. Marion State Bank reminds you to remember to bank local, and community is not what we do, it's who we are. Randall's Fine Meats. The Eagles have, for your tailgating needs, for anything, go to Randall's Fine Meats on the corner of Old Sterlington and Finks Hideaway Road. Our halftime show sponsor was Sterlington Physical Therapy. And Sterlington Physical Therapy is located at 165 North, 8649. Call Craig at 235-9326 to set up your sponsor. Trinity Diamond Direct for our touchdown sponsor in West Monroe. Jaron Dugan for the first quarter, DNA Sporting for the second quarter, Valerie Mathern third quarter, and Eagle Point and Boat Storage in the fourth quarter. As this game is going to wind out in the books, Coach, the clock runs down to 0. The Eagles go to 2-0 in the district with a 47-12 victory over the Sicily Island Tigers. Rain, lightning delay and all as the teams are going to shake hands. Coach, your thoughts on the game?
Well, it was an opportunity to get out and do some things and do it well. I think we did get something out of this game and took a step up and get ready for a big rivalry next week with Cedar Creek. And Terry, I enjoyed doing this with you and Stan.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. I want to get Stan real quick before you take off on me. Did you have any final thoughts on the game?
No, it was just it was a good football game to get back out here after a big rival game on the road, to come back home and play, and to get back out here and just get some of the kinks out from last week to improve, to get to 3-0. And, now we move on to Cedar Creek next week now.
That was Stan Humphreys on the Marion State Bank sideline report. It's been a blast. I appreciate John Parker and Coach Harper having me do this in the Stokes. Always good to be back on campus at Ouachita Christian. So we're going to go ahead and take our final break of the day. Ouachita Christian football is sponsored and on 92.3 The Wolf.